Welcome to our live training session number 24, part 3. In this video, we're going to take a look at doing our wide open throttle tuning using our mass airflow. We're going to jump into our VCM scanner, create custom histograms to take a look at our air, fuel, air. So it's going to be really simple to dial our full throttle fuel in. Then we're also going to be taking a look at doing our spark timing tuning and looking at our knock retard and all the things that come along with dialing that in. We're going to have a lot to cover, so let's jump into our live training session so we can get started. Welcome back to our live training session here with our Supercharged Camaro. Now in the last video, we went in and we mapped out our idle and part throttle operation for our mass airflow sensor calibration process. Now in this video, we're going to be doing our full throttle area of operation for a mass airflow sensor calibration. We're going to be going and kicking it out of closed loop into open loop, so we need to test that first. In the last video, we set our power enrichment throttle threshold down to a normal level, so when we get into the throttle, it's going to be going in and turning off the closed loop and again going into open loop. So we're going to test that first, making sure it works. If everything looks good, then we're going to do our pull and we're going to be able to see what kind of power this makes and start that process of taking a look at our calibration and setting everything up. Now, one thing to note here, we're not going to be able to use our long-term, short-term fuel trim overlay here as we're going into our histogram and plotting our data. We're going to have to switch into air, fuel, air. This is going to be taking a look at the difference from our wideband reading to our actual target. And what we're going to be finding here as we're going through our data logs or our data, our air fuel commanded here should be richening up to what we programmed in for the power enrichment. Now, in the first video when we created our base map, we jumped in here to engine. We were taking a look here under our fuel, under our power enrichment EQ ratio gas. We popped in some numbers here of 1.29. So this is going to be a fuel to air ratio. If we take 14.7 divided by 1.29, that's going to give us the commanded air fuel we want, which was approximately 11.4. That's going to be a good air fuel to shoot for when you're full throttle on a forced induction engine like this. So we've updated our power enrichment. We should see when we get into throttle that it's going to go in and command that 11.4 air fuel. So we're going to be checking that now. We also need to add some more channels to our logging list here. This is going to be not enough channels to take a look at doing our full throttle tuning. We're going to have to add in specifically things related to our knock control or anything related to our spark control. So we want to see where our ignition timing is being altered from. So we want to see what it's coming from the table, and then any kind of modifier such as your air temp or coolant temp. We need to expose that, as well as our cylinder knock. We can see each cylinder in this logging. So let's go here into add channel. I'm actually going to start to add my ignition timing parameters here. So let's go here under knock learn factor. I'm going to go into add channel, and we're going to be going here under, let's go into engine, let's go into spark ignition advance. We're going to be taking a look at all the advance. So the base advance we want to log, our coolant advance, our IAT advance. Looking down here, see power enrichment advance, if there is going to be any torque management advance. And let's look here for the ignition retard. We're going to find that we have retard per cylinder. So let's go here and do all of our cylinders. Let's add these in. We can see if it's knocking and what cylinder it's knocking in. We can see if there's any kind of problem.